Allow me to tell you a story, dear viewer. Brought on by an enemy unseen and unheard, in fact, in the dark and the light, an enemy that you could have never expected.
Let the demonetization process begin!
The date is February 7th, in the year of our Lord, 2019, when one Darnell Byard McPherson's life changed forever. As volunteer mayor of her small town, she had just returned to her residence on the night in question from a meeting in another town, roughly 22 miles north from her quiet Southern Carolina residence. Our mayor thought she would have a quiet rest of her evening with her husband. Little did she know, she was about to have an experience only certain members of our society could ever possibly understand. Her husband would later return from the garage that evening at 10 p.m. to deliver the unfortunate news that someone had vandalized their motor vehicles. Her 2017 Symphony Silver Hyundai Elantra Sport and her husband's 1998 Buick Roadmaster had been menacingly covered completely by a yellow and sticky, grainy substance akin to industrial spray foam. They quickly proceeded to attempt to scrape off the substance from their cars, all the while fearing the unknown vandals would return for them. Because you see, dear viewer, Lamar, South Carolina is a town of about 980 people strong, a number of whom are racist, axe-wielding fiends, chain-swinging hooligans, and rock-chucking scallywags. At least that was the case 50 years ago in 1970, when on March the 4th, a bus carrying black students was stopped from sending said students to a newly segregated school in the area. These two incidences, viewer, are seemingly unconnected. There's a stark lack of words and symbols painted on the hoods of each car by the vandals, which don't really tell us anything, but the mayor knows. Oh, the mayor knows. The next day, the cars were power washed of said substance, and naturally this was done before the police could collect a sample in an effort to test said substance. Regardless, the police finished their investigation, informed Darnell that the substance had in fact been pollen, and wrapped it up. However, the situation had just gone from threat level blue to threat level midnight. The report of this incident was filed up the chain of command all the way to SLED, the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division. They would handle it from here, as it turns out. At the time, there was an idea of a possible suspect, according to Darnell, but no leads as of yet. Having it move up to SLED was a short-lived respite because I have bad news. It seems there was nothing that SLED could do for Darnell, our volunteer mayor, because SLED didn't think that a crime had in fact been committed. And after that came the rumors of threats against our volunteer mayor's life. Assassinations. Of course, this is a federal crime, so naturally, she filed a report. However, this did not deter Darnell from working even harder to unify her community, making her a prime example of resistance and resilience in the face of adversity. Despite this, her brave face and the threat of imminent death, however, the fear persists. A sword ever hanging over her head, a life of looking over her shoulder, of never feeling safe. of always running. So, who is our mystery vandal? Who is it that is after our volunteer mayor, you ask? That's a mystery, isn't it? Although, it should be noted that CTV cameras have caught said vandal on various other escapades, doing various other nefarious deeds, engaging in malicious activities. And here I will show you that footage, so that you might perhaps aid in this investigation. Help us to catch this despicable person who would seek to cause vitriolic relations between people. Take a look-see.
If you like what I'm doing here, feel free to check out the links in the description to my Amazon, Subscribestar, Patreon, PayPal, and the link to my Redbubble store where you can find unique exclusive Weebo merchandise. My P.O. box can also be found below if you'd like to send me stuff in the mail. Please consider leaving a like, a comment, sharing the video, and subscribing to the bell for more. If you want to see more of me in a different capacity, I have a second channel called Weebo Incognito, dedicated to ripping apart all things entertainment. I do a LARPy comedy stream show called Side Quest over on Maga Ninjas' live stream channel, and stop back here every Sunday, 7:30 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for 2 Girls 1 Stream. Also subscribe to SDA's channel so you don't miss the Wednesday show, same time. Links to all that jazz down in the description, down below.